Hi, I'm here with Barbara Roberts, who is here at the Agile Business Conference to introduce the Agile Project Manager qualification. Barbara, tell us a bit about this qualification and how this has originated.
Well, the background to this is that DSTM has always worked in this sort of corporate delivering agile projects environment, and as people that use this method already, we're very aware that when you're working in the corporate environment, there are things that you have to change and there are things you have to live with, and quite often you have problems trying to interface agile with the corporate governance, things like ITIL, CMMI, Prince2. And at the team level you have people that just want to do agile and they're not interested in the corporate processes, and that leaves us this huge communication gap with much gnashing of teeth in between. And what we've done with this in collaboration with APMG is that we've recognised that this communication gap is where DSTM actually fits. So working with APMG, we've produced this agile project management method, which is, if you like, a subset of DSTM turn, focusing on, from a project manager's point of view, what does this mean? So the intention is that it soothes the ability for the governance processes at the top level to allow Agile to happen without getting too stressed about it, because they need some sort of defined project management process. And at the same time, at the team level, to create some form of clear water so that the team can actually get on and do their stuff, whether it's using Extreme Programming, Scrum, or whatever they want to use, without the team trying to talk project management language and the corporate processes trying to get into the mentality of pair programming and all the problems that causes. So the intention is that we're launching this with APMG. It's aligned with Prince2 Project Manager, but it's focusing on the Agile side of things. It's designed for project managers and particularly experienced project managers who already know how to do project management, but they want or need to go Agile. And things like pure Scrum, pure Extreme Programming, where there is no project manager role, is actually a very frightening concept to them. So it's trying to bridge the gap, if you like, between the Agile teams, which, as described earlier in the Nokia model, is the layer 3 team layer model, and the top level processes, which is the sort of bigger planning, corporate processes, quality audit type processes, and trying to find something that fits in the middle that will allow these people who want and need to go Agile a path to do it based on our 15, 16 years of experience of actually doing it.
So how would someone who is interested, a project manager who has been doing Prince2 for a number of years and wants to become an Agile PM and would like this qualification, how do they go about getting that?
Well, initially they would contact APMG, or they would contact one of the APMG training organisations or one of the DSTM training organisations, and there's a standard practitioner course which is a 3-day course which will teach people all the parts and how they fit together. This would then be followed up with a foundation exam, which is basically simple multiple choice. There's then the option to do the practitioner exam, which is aligned exactly with Prince2 practitioner. So it could be done immediately after the 3 days, or it could be done with some coaching for the exam. It's an open book exam, complex multiple choice. So a Prince2 practitioner would recognise that the Agile project management practitioner exactly aligns with their Prince2 practitioner. It doesn't give you, it doesn't test for actual practical experience of doing it, but then neither does Prince2. So although yes, it would be nice to test experience-based, initially we're just saying let's show that you can adapt the theory, which is the intention of the complex multiple choice.
All right, okay. So any project manager who has some experience in the industry under whatever method and has an Agile practitioner, say the turn practitioner qualification, you would expect them to be able to get the Agile project management certification?
I would say that would be relatively straightforward.
Right.
In fact, if you look at, we've now rebranded the DSTM practitioner as advanced practitioner because it's practically based.
Okay.
Rather than the Prince one. So I would expect that this would be more straightforward for them, because the reality is that I spoke to somebody previously, he's currently doing DSTM and Prince2, and he said, well, what does this mean to me? And I said, well, actually nothing because you're already doing this. But for somebody that's not done it before, this is new. For those of us that have been doing it for 15 years, it's nothing new. It's just rebranding, repositioning it, and making it much, much more visible.
So why is it that we felt the need to have such a qualification then?
Because Agile is a relatively old hat these days. You know, I've been doing this since '94 full time. It's mainstream, and it takes an awfully long time for the large corporate organisations to adopt something. They won't do early adopters because they're frightened they'll wait till it's well established. But I think it's a combination of the fact that this is now mainstream, plus there's a big push in all organisations for how do we cut back, how do we get better value for money, and this is seen as trying to get people to deliver the short, fat value projects rather than long drawn out projects that fail 8, 10, 15 months in. So it's a combination of the time is right and there is a driving business need to do this.
And the intention then is for this to appeal to the big corporates who want to have some sort of credibility behind their PMs.
So it's not designed to convince Scrum or extreme programmers that this is what they need. It's for people that already do projects, they manage projects within programs, within an organisation. So if you've got a small simple project, then life is very straightforward. If you've got a more complex project, or you have a non-IT project, they're still projects and they still want to go agile. So it's giving this very, very large market the ability to do that and the support based on the experience of we've already been doing this, and we see this not just within the UK, but this will go global very, very quickly with the support of APMG, because they have the network, the framework to support training globally.
Fantastic. Barbara, thank you very much for your time, and I hope this goes very, very well for you.
Thank you very much.